Hey folks, Bill here with Survival Lore. Today, on our series of survival kit videos, I thought I'd explore the popular bottle carrier kit. We'll go over this, show it off, do a little talking, because within this, we're going to start off revisiting the 5-piece minimal survival kit. And I talked about it before about a year ago. One thing I didn't do in that video is show how to carry it. This time we're going to give an example of how you can carry that 5-piece minimalist kit. So we'll crack this open and we'll get started. The container itself is the Maxpedition. This is the 12x5 bottle carrier. These run about $50. You can get them Amazon and a bunch of other places online. Condor makes them. There are other companies that make similar ones. This one is Maxpedition. We'll crack this open and go through it here in a second. A couple of things I wanted to show though. These are not necessarily part of the 5-piece minimalist kit, but they are here for a reason. You can see on the outside of this kit, the reason I like the Maxpedition, you can slide a tomahawk right down through the molly webbing. And on the back side is part of the 5-piece kit. We have a Mora Garberg resting in here. Same mounted in the same way. It's not going anywhere. It's snug and tight in behind that molly. The strap, this isn't one you can buy. This is one I made. You guys have probably noticed. I love that 1-inch tubular climbing webbing. I pretty much use it for all the straps on anything I make. That's what this is. I just sewed it on some old hardware I had at the house and made an adjustable strap. So here's the shoulder pad I have. It's from 1795 Survival. Rides perfect up there to keep it away from your neck and keep from burning on that climbing webbing. So we'll set it over here. I'm going to take the tomahawk out just so it sits a little smoother. Set that up here. So we'll start by going over the 5 pieces of the minimal survival kit in this bottle carrier. We'll open it up. Right on top, we have our shelter. This is a 5x7 Integral Designs silnylon tarp. The brand really doesn't matter. This is what I have. I've used it forever. I trust it. It's nice and compact, being silnylon. You can see where it's stuffed down. You can compress it down even farther. It fits nice right on top of my bottle in here. So that's why we go with it for this kit. Cordage, same deal. We have bank line. This is, I believe, number 36. This roll's about done, so I'll be swapping it out here soon. For a fire starter, just a large Firesteel. This thing goes everywhere. It gets swapped out whichever kit I'm taking that day. This is the Firesteel that usually goes with me. So, and inside, we have a stainless steel Nalgene. This, I believe, is either 36 or 38 ounces. I forget what the exact measurement was. But it is a single wall stainless steel canteen. Ideal for being able to purify water, carry it. You can boil in it. It's bulletproof. These things are tough as nails. I say that with the caveat, stainless steel, metal water bottles, all. If you use them in the winter, you have to be careful because if you leave them filled, it's easy to crack one. This past winter, I did just that. I had a stainless steel Nalgene I forgot about after a trip. Left it in my car, actually. And it had cracked right here along the shoulder, and it leaked through my car. I'll show a picture of that on Instagram. And unfortunately, Nalgene does not make these anymore. So these are expensive and hard to find now. So I'm going to have to take care of that one. So with that, we'll pull out this Mora Garberg. That is the cutting tool for this 5-piece kit. Good, sturdy, full tank fixed blade. This is the Mora Garberg. This is new to me, still putting it through its paces, but so far I have not been disappointed. It's done a perfect tri-stick. I've carved a netting needle with it and a couple of other small things. So far I'm loving this guy. So with that 5-piece kit, the idea behind that is having and carrying with you the minimal amount of gear that will get you home. This isn't necessarily the small survival pouch with a bunch of trinkets and stuff that will help you. This is carrying your bulletproof core items that I would recommend to anybody taking with you. You can see this is a relatively small kit. You don't have to have something huge to carry those 5 items with you. But having those 5 makes sure that you can come home to your family. It's your insurance when you're out there. So that's the idea behind that 5-piece kit. And you can go back and I go through more of the reasons for each item in that original video last year. So you can go back and explore that one for the explanations. But that's what we're carrying in this 5-piece kit and in this Maxpedition bottle holder. The nice thing about this bottle holder is you can carry a lot more than that in here. You can turn this almost into a complete survival kit. If you're a Dave Canterbury fan, you can follow the 10 C's. Generally, that's not my way of thinking. I make sure I have my basics covered. It is a lot of the same items, but we don't necessarily carry the same exact stuff. I'll show you what else is in here that makes and what makes this Maxpedition bottle carrier so nice. So we have our water bottle. At the bottom of that carrier, I can throw a 750 milliliter TOAKS titanium pot. So that gives us a cooking vessel and a way to boil water. Having a redundancy in that area is something that's hard to pass up. And it's titanium, weighs almost nothing. Fits nice and snug on there, so you can just slide that right in. Below that, it's just the lid for that pot. So we're going to stick that back in. Stick both of these guys back in. Then we're going to open up this front pouch. Okay. So when we open up that front pouch, additionally we have a Silky PocketBoy. This is my favorite, one of my 2 or 3 favorite saws, and has lately been my go-to folding saw when I'm going to carry a folding saw alone. I'm going to take a bigger saw. Sometimes I'll take my Zubat or one of my Sawvivers, something larger like that. But generally, this is what I found myself carrying more often than not recently. That gives us a second cutting tool in that kit. After that, we carry a light of some sort. This is a headlamp. You can carry a small flashlight if you'd like. This is just an older Princeton Tec headlamp I keep in here. If we're forced to stay the night, having the ability to operate in the dark is key. So having a small headlamp goes a long way. After that, we have a compass. This is a lensatic compass. This isn't a Chinese knockoff. This is an old Brunton lensatic. It's not the Kamenga. This is a Brunton brand one. Quality compass. It's not the Kamenga, but it's a reliable compass. It's not built quite as bomb-proof. That said, this thing's traveled with me forever. I've beaten it, and it still works perfectly fine. So we have that Brunton compass. Last couple items in here. We have, you have seen these in kits before. My 2 favorite signaling items, the StarFlash mirror and the Vargo titanium whistle. They're incredibly small. Keep them on that small lanyard. Throw them around your neck if you get in that situation so you have them and they're ready to use at a moment's notice. These 2 both work. The whistle's loud. The mirror, let's see, the sun's probably catching, so we'll see if I can hit the camera. There you go, I'm hitting the camera right there. This little mirror is very powerful. You can start fires with it on a sunny day. It's a nice multi-use, but primarily these are signaling items for emergencies. So we keep that. That can go right on your neck. And the last thing I have in here, because it's flat and it just slides right in, is one of my Fällkniven DC4s. Having a sharpening tool in a survival kit like this just makes sense. You can keep your blade sharp. In this kit, I showed we can run the tomahawk. That DC4 is perfect for keeping the tomahawk sharp, so we do that. I've covered kits before. I've covered a 5-piece, a 10-piece. This one I wanted to show the bottle kit. You can have a very capable kit in a small package, and I think this bottle kit shows that. We have a stainless steel water bottle, 3 different cutting tools. You can narrow it down to 2 if you wanted. We have plenty of cordage, a way to see at night with our headlamp. We have a fire starter and our Firesteel. You can slide a Bic right down in there. I always carry a Bic in my pocket when I'm in the woods, so it's not in here. I'm not necessarily telling you what to get, what to do. My goal here is to give people ideas on what they could use, what they can carry if they're just getting into bushcraft, wilderness survival, whatever it may be. I'm here trying to just give ideas right now. One of the things I had a hard time when I was getting into this many years ago, this was 2006 to 2009. There weren't many, we didn't have the online presence like we do now. There were a couple people. There was Bushcraft on Fire with David Wendell. You had very early Dave Canterbury. I remember his spider shelter. That was one of the first videos of his I saw. Who else do we have? We had the Silver Fox, Sean Munhall from the UK. There just weren't many people doing it. And part of what I liked watching was people from different areas and see what they carried. Here I live in Pennsylvania. Generally, we have a hardwood forest here. There isn't much pine. You have some coniferous trees scattered throughout the area, but there usually isn't big stands of them. In southwest Pennsylvania, you can go towards the northern part of the state. There are some, but generally we live in a deciduous hardwood forest. And these are the tools. This is the kind of kit that I would take in that kind of area. So I hope what I share and what I continue to share helps somebody. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I just helped a gentleman the other day. He had questions about saws. I think we got him set up on Instagram. I love that. That's one of my favorite things to do. Um, if you enjoy what I'm doing here, I do appreciate the like and subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're just about to pass 7,000 on Instagram. I've been saying that, but I think we're 30 away now, so that should happen next day or two. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the support you guys give me. I don't think I can. I try to be as sincere as I can because it really does mean a lot to me. I enjoy making these videos. You guys keep me motivated for coming out. And stay tuned. There's more coming. We have a couple more videos. I think the next one we might be doing the Moore's Pot survival kit. So I know I had a couple requests for that to come, so I think that might be next up on the list. So watch for that one next weekend. Thank you guys. Before I keep rambling, thank you again. And I do appreciate you. And I'll see you soon. Oh, hey, Izzy, Bruno. I cannot miss and I cannot forget thanking two of my biggest fans, even though they are quite little. You guys rock. I can't wait to see you guys. And maybe we'll go play in the woods next time I come over. So, hi, Izzy. Hi, Bruno. Thanks for watching, guys.